Coach Hiram here with another episode of In-Game Analysis where I analyze basketball games. This one happens to be another team I coach in the 10-11 age group. So let's take a look. The yellow team is the team I'll be looking at right now. Good pass. Really good pass. And you know what? One good thing I wanted to compliment you on here. Not only was that a good pass, Tony, you saw how you passed it to where he's going. Let me pause right here if I can. The ball was stolen. And I like just the instinct, Luke. Just the instinct to run to the basket because you knew that Tony was going to give you the pass. And Tony, look at your pass. You saw how ooh, that was beautiful, man. That was nice. You see how you passed it to him? You see to where he's going? You didn't pass it directly to where he was at that moment because he's running. You didn't pass it behind him. You passed it a little bit in front of him to where the ball, whoa, that was a great play. And I like the fact, Luke, that you went up for a straight layup. You didn't try a pump fake. You didn't try to do any of this footwork stuff because at the end of the day, it was a clean block. I could live with that. I could live with that too. And many times the referee's gonna call that type of block a foul, and then you get 2 free throws. I need to see box out from you, Carter. Not just going up for the ball. That's just jumping. That's not boxing out. I see you jumping for it. I see you trying. But the moment Luke let go of that ball, you should start putting your body on the other kid and moving him out the way. Good ball movement, guys.
Box.
Good defense here by Luke, having those active hands. Look at that. Hands up, hands up. He stole that ball because his hands were active. And another good pass, man. Good pass by Luke, where you're passing to where Tony was going. Not to where he's at now, but to where he's going. That was a good pass. Good finish, Tony. So here we're playing the 2-3 zone, right? And Carlos, you're here in the middle, right? You're where you need to be. You are definitely where you need to be. However, you should know that this guy here is a threat. This number 11 here, he can shoot, he can drive to the basket and make layups. He's pretty darn good. So you should be kind of like right near him so that this player here doesn't see him as an option to pass him the ball. So next time, I want you to just move up 2 or 3 feet. That way, that player here, he didn't pass him the ball, but that way he's totally out of he's not an option because he sees that there's a defender right next to him, right? Remember, we're playing a 2-3 zone, but it's more of a man 2-3 zone. So Luke, if you don't got the shot, baby, you don't gotta take it, man. You don't have to take it. That shot right there should have been passed back. The defense had the hand right in your face. You should pass that ball back to Carlos, or Jathan was open too. Good job, Luke, with that hustle. Ooh. That foul, they call it foul? All right, cool. See, that's a hustle play. Luke going up there, I like that. So Luke has already missed his first 3 to 4 shots. let me follow up with that because I don't want you to feel bad with what I'm saying. I always tell the boys, if your shot's off, you're not making layups, you're not shooting good, try to find other ways to contribute. Play good defense, rebound, set a screen, do other things. Your shot's gonna happen. So in this example, Mark is, you already missed again three shots. But Mark is still in the game. Mentally, he's still there. He's going for rebounds. As you see here, he got the rebound, put it back up, and he got fouled. And now he got 2 free throws. So again, boys, if your shot's not falling, try to find ways to contribute somehow. Try to find ways to contribute, whether it's making good passes, setting screens, anything. Just try to find a way to contribute, because you can contribute to the team outside of scoring points. So you may not score points today, or you may only score 2 points or whatever, but you can make an impact outside of scoring points by rebounding, setting screens, playing good defense, boxing out, jumping for a loose ball, all those little things. Carlos, this should be a steal every single day. Look at that, Carlos. He's dribbling on the left side with his right hand. That ball is right by your kneecap. You can literally just put your hand down and you're stealing the ball from him. What hand should he be dribbling with on that left side? He should be dribbling with his left hand. Right there, he should take it with his left hand, but he did it with his right hand. So we gotta start analyzing during the game what players' weaknesses are. If you notice, he doesn't dribble with his left hand. So Carlos, you should already be aware, this player here, he's good. He's really good. I think he made most of their baskets, but he doesn't dribble with his left hand. So as a defender, you should think, okay, I already know what your weakness is. You don't like dribbling with your left hand. I'm gonna force you to dribble with your left. Or in this case, he dribbled with his right. That should have been an easy steal. Gotta be ready for that pass, Jathan. You were not ready. Gotta be ready for that pass. Good rebound, Carter. Okay, I like that. Good job, Carter. Good rebound. Good putback, man. Good steal here by Tony. Really good steal. But look, he did a smart play. Dribbling it down with his left hand on the left side. Sees the open man, Carlos. Boom. Even had you missed that shot, Carlos, that was a good pass and a good shot. You just happened to make it. Really good play, man. Really good play. And I like the fact, Tony, that you were dribbling with your left hand on that left side. I think they call it a foul here or something. All right, Carlos, in this situation here where you brought the ball up, Tony stole the ball. You got like a semi-breakaway here. There's no defender here on this side. You got 3 defenders kind of pretty much behind you or parallel to you. That's a layup all day, man. That is a layup all day. Yes, were you wide open? Of course, you were wide open. But you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only one that would have probably been a threat to blocking you would have been this little guy here because he's much shorter than you. You could gone in for a little floater or doing a left-hand layup. Maybe he would have fouled you. Doing a little Euro step. Because you had, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. You had the 4 defenders that were away. They had nothing to do with the play. They were already actually gassed out at this point. I think it was the second quarter. They're already tired at that point. So the smarter play would have been to go in for a layup. Even had you made this one, that would have still been my advice. Go in for a layup. Or even look for another open person. Jathan seemed to be pretty open. Carter was running down too. Yeah, Carter or Jathan would have been a much better basketball play than taking a A three-pointer. Here's where the team started pressing the ball. All right, look at this play here. We steal the ball. Carlos brings it down. What's Tony doing right here? Carlos, that's a pass all day long to Tony. And then you weren't looking down. I rewind I rewound this little clip a few times to see if you were looking down. You were dribbling with your eyes up. But when you're dribbling with your eyes up, you should be able to like kind of just scan the court, just bringing it down. Boom, that should have been a pass of Tony all day long. You see how he has his hands up? We all know with Tony, we spoke about why does he put his hands up? Why, Tony? Why do you put your hands up? What are the two reasons? You know what the two reasons are. I told you already. Let me remind you. He's either waving at some girls that walked in that came to see him play, hi, or he's open for the ball. He's open, he's asking for the ball. That's the only two reasons Tony put his hands up when he's running to the basket. That would have been a Magic Johnson type of pass. Just poof, right to him. However, I like the fact that he did find the open man. Drayton was wide open. Not a bad shot. Didn't go in, but that was a good shot. That was a good pass, Carlos. You understand? You observe the opponent here. So if you're playing, in this case, Carlos, you're playing down low, you're playing defense down low, you know that that's basically your man, the one that's dribbling the ball. He's only dribbling with his right hand. So you should be aware of that. Study your opponent that first quarter. That way you kind of get a feel for them. Oh, they pump fake a lot. You know, I'm not going to jump anymore onto his pumps. Or they do a jab step. Don't fall for it, because that's all they do. Jab step and they go to the opposite side. So you got to start learning your opponent when you're playing with them. That way you kind of catch on to little things. Man, that was a good pass to the middle. Ooh. There goes Tony again with his hands up, dude. And Tony must have had a huge fan base come in today to watch him. Look, Tony, look. Oh. Oh, there's another play here I saw. Which one was it? Good defense by Tony. That was a good pass right there in the middle. Oh, it wasn't Tony, it was Luke. I confused him. Look at that. Ooh, Carlos, look. Ooh. Look at Luke. Luke is putting his hands up. Why? Same two reasons as Tony, duh. To wave at the girls that just came in to watch him play, or to ask for the freaking ball, give me the ball. So I want you to work on that, Carlos, because two instances where the player is open in transition and they're putting their hands up, that could have been a really good pass. Really good pass. And good job, Luke, in communicating. Hey, give me the ball. Look at that. Luke takes off. I like that. I like this ball movement here. Carlos finds Mark open. Mark pump fakes. I like that. All day, baby. You got that all day. Look at that. You know what I like about this, man? Mark plays with no fear. Look at that, man. Mark is shorter than most of the kids here on the team. Look. Mark is shorter than him. Mark, you can say, is the shortest one on the team right now. Yeah, he plays like he's 6 feet tall. Look at that. Tries to get open. Carlos with a good pass. He fakes a little shot. Look, oh, beautiful. Nice shot, Mark. Very good shot, man. And look at this. I like this. Mark, look at this. We're supposed to press, and Mark, boom, commanding everybody. Come back. Look at this. You see a little hand? Come back. He's calling everybody. Carlos, Luke, we're pressing. I like that, man. Like I said, you don't have to always score to make an impact. talking, getting your players involved. That's making an impact in the game. That's a good take, good take, good take. Good job, Mark, with playing that screen. Because you set that screen, you got Carlos open. But guess what? When you look at the score sheet at the end of the game, it doesn't say there you set 2 screens, 10 screens. It only says how many points you scored. So these are things that are not in the scorebook. Nobody's keeping track of, oh, he had 3 screens, he had 4 screens. But look at that. You set a screen and end up in 2 points. So these little things count, not just scoring, but setting screens, diving on the ground for loose balls. All those things count. Oh. And good job here at Channing. Channing came in the game. We're full court defense. He's in the middle of the court, and his job is to guard that sideline. Good job. He threw it off your leg. I can see it hurt a little bit. So he's within his right. Knock it off your leg out of bounds, but you made him pick up his dribble because you were there. Oh. That was a good cut, Channing. Good job not just staying there. Good job not just standing at the 3-point line. Like, you moved. I can live with that. I can live with that. Ooh. Hey, the intention was there. I like that, Luke. The intention was there. Trying to get the ball to Mark. But you were kind of falling out of bounds, so I get it. You were off balance when you threw the ball. Look at this beautiful basketball here, guys. That's a rebound. That's pass number 1 and pass number 2. 2 passes from one side of the court to the other. 2 passes, and look at that. Unselfish basketball. I love that. Rebound, pass 1, pass 2 to the open man. I like that, man. I like that. When we pass the ball, we make the defense work. So I want you to see here this pass by Luke. Marco set a screen, and look at that. Look at that. I want to talk before we talk here. Channing is all the way on this corner. Mark sets a screen here, and Channing moves. Guys, what have I been saying all season? Well, the past 2 games, we've only played 2 games. Move, move, move. Look at that. Channing is moving, and he got himself open. Ball's coming down. Mark sets a screen. Luke, good shot, not forcing the ball. And look at this, look at this. Look at this. I want you to learn something from here. Channing, look at where Channing got the ball. Channing got the ball at the 3-point line. I know most players would have probably just thrown that ball up. Just thrown it up and prayed it went in. But he took, because he knows that's a little bit out of his range right now. Meaning, could he make it? Probably. But he still has to still force it up. So what did he do? He dribbled, took 2 steps, and boom. That was a much better shot than him taking a 3-pointer. You see that? He got the ball at the 3-point line, took 2 dribbles, or 1 dribble and 2 steps. Poof. I like that. Good shot, man. Good shot, Channing. Look at this really good screen here by Jathan. Tony brings it down, passes it to Mark. Mark doesn't force the pass. I like that. Look at that. Good screen, good shot. That was a good shot, Mark. Didn't go in. That's all right. That was a really good screen. You did a little pause in the step. You stopped. Jayton noticed it. He went and set that screen. Poof. That's a good play right there. Picking, got him open. What happened? You got that rebound, Jayton? Let me see. Okay. I like that aggressiveness, baby. I like that. Being aggressive with the ball. Treat that ball like it's your favorite toy. I know you guys still play with toys at this age. Dinosaurs, Transformers. I know you guys do. Treat that ball like it's one of those Transformer toys. Give me that ball. Just give me that ball. Just like Jayton right here. Jayton has many Transformers and dinosaurs. He loves those things. Look at those. Jayton has a teddy bear. I'm sure he sleeps with that night. He's like, give me that teddy bear. Give me that. Treat that ball like that. Like, give me that ball. Treat it like your favorite teddy bear, which I know you all have. Oh. Good pass, Jay. Not a bad shot. I like that. So we're jumping here to the fourth quarter. If you see here, Luke, look at this. Look at this mismatch right here. Look at Carter. He's with somebody that's much shorter than him. And you see defender over here and defender over here. They're nowhere near really Carter. Carter has his hands up. That ball could have gone right to Carter's hand for an easy layup, right? So just trying to give you another option. Not that the shot was bad, because it really wasn't bad. You were open. Your feet were squared up. I could live with that shot. I could live with that. But again, look at Carter. Carter would have been the easier bucket because he's closer to the basket. They call these a high percentage shot. Like, ooh, and he grabbed a rebound too. Perfect. What has higher percentage of the ball going in? Somebody making a layup or somebody shooting it from the three-point line? Obviously, somebody making it from a layup. But right here, you're getting a little bit wild right there, Luke. I mean, you just shot one a few seconds ago, and that's the first thing you do. If anything, I would have preferred you drive it to the basket at that point. Because there's only, look, you drive it down. Yeah, I would have definitely preferred you to drive it to the basket at that point, all right? Hey, this here goes for everybody. It's going to be about Carter because he's in display, but this goes for everybody, guys. Look, if you're not going to box out, at least bend your knees a little bit to jump for the ball. So let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. Let me see. No, it doesn't allow me to zoom in. But you see when Tony shoots the ball, Carter, you're just looking at the ball. Jayton, you're just looking at the ball. And you both are just there. I call that bird watching. You see a flock of birds flying in the air, you're just, oh wow, it's a pretty bird. Hopefully he doesn't poop on me. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? You're just bird watching. You're watching the ball go up. So if you're not gonna box out, at the very minimum, like, get ready to jump. You want me to show you? Want me to get up? My knee hurts right now. You know what? No. The ball goes up, bend down a little bit so that when it comes up to you, you can just explode up. Compared to just standing flat-footed. Look at Jayton, look at Carter. Carlos is doing exactly what I want him to do. You see how Carlos is like getting ready to jump? Carter just keeps his hands up. Jayton, kind of the same thing. But when the ball goes up, if you can at least just kind of get ready to just explode up. When it goes up, that'll be better. You can grab more rebounds. I like Carlos is going to the left side. He crosses over again. I like that. Just kind of like maneuvering his way through traffic. I like that. When you're bringing the ball down, try to change speeds a little bit. Carlos is going down with the left hand. He slows down. He crosses the ball to his right. Then crosses the ball back to his left. That's hard to defend, man. That is hard to defend. So good job, Carlos. So I want to see this shot here by Tony. Hits his second jump shot. I'm not sure if I put this on the video, but this was his second jump shot in a row. He made like another one before, and I was telling Tony because I noticed that when he was in the first quarter, he was missing a lot and he was kind of getting down on himself. Look, there was another one. So I was telling him that you can't get down on yourself. If you miss a layup, learn from it. How did you miss that layup? Learn from your missed shots. Oh, I shot it too hard. Cool. Next layup, shoot a little bit softer. Or I didn't shoot it high enough off the backboard on the layup. Cool. Next time, shoot it a little bit higher off the backboard. So learn from your misses. Learn from your misses. So I told him, look, keep your head up. Because if you keep on downing yourself, you're going to miss the fourth shot, the fifth shot, the sixth shot. It all is up here. Once he kind of broke out of that funk, he started scoring. We're in the last, I think this is the last quarter here. Yep, this is the last, let me just play this here. So guys, it's all a mental game. It's all a mental game, dude. Basketball is physical and it's mental. So does LeBron James or did Michael Jordan make every single one of his layups and jump shots? No. You gotta learn to ignore that negative self-talk. Oh man, I suck. Don't say that, because then you're gonna believe it. Man, I've missed 4 layups in a row, man. I suck today. No, you don't, because the 5th one could be the one that you make. But overall, good, really good effort, really good game here, right? Just gonna 2x speed this, see if it'll. All right, Channing, nah, that's a little bit, so that right there is one I don't want you to take. That is for certain, no matter how open you are. Okay, you see here how you're having to kind of wind up a little bit? You're kind of having to do a little bit of a head start to actually have the strength to throw it up there. So next time, I really would have rather you dribble it towards the middle and go in for a little bit of a, you see the middle where you see where Jayton is? Dribble it towards that middle. I like the fact that you're moving though. You're moving a lot and you're making yourself open. I would have loved for you to either pass it to Jayton and Jayton drive it, or you drive it down this middle lane for a little floater instead of taking that 3-pointer, okay? Guys, just because you're open in the 3-point line does not mean you need to take it, all right? All right.